So we'll finish taking these bolts here out now. You don't have to use a long or a deep socket for this. I just use it so that I don't have to have a nut driver out here also. Okay, so take those out. Set those off to the side. And then we'll take this clip here loose. And there's a little push pad on the back here. Just push that down. Get that clip off. And then you'll gently lift on your coil pack to work it out. And just here a minute. It generally works best if you can kind of rock it a little bit. There we go. Your coil pack has the boots that fit onto your spark plug, so they do snap on there kind of tight. Alright, so now that it's loose, got to get this out of the way. Pull that coil pack out. If you can see or not. You can see those cracks in there. That's a sign of age. And I'm guessing that's part or all of what precipitated the failure of this coil pack. Now, if we were going to go ahead and replace spark plugs also, what I would need to do is pull out each of these boots right here. And this one here I've already started to pull out, so there's a little bit of a gap. But when you first pull your coil pack off, it's going to be flush up against. So you have to get your finger in there, just kind of use the ears to pull it up. And then you can pull out your boot. I don't know if you can see down there or not, but then you got your spark plug down there. And I believe it's a 5/8 inch spark plug wrench to pull those out. And just because they are so deep, especially on the backside, it's kind of a weird angle to get it in. I would suggest using a piece of fuel line or other rubber hose that's the same size as the insulator on your spark plug to help put them in. Just slide the hose over the tip of your spark plug to get it down there so that you don't get it cross-threaded and That way you can get it started, pull your hose off, and then tighten it down with your spark plug wrench. But anyway, that's the disassembly process. Now we'll go ahead and we'll put the new one in. So here's our new coil pack. Nice and clean. Set it down for a minute here. You do make sure if you change the spark plugs and you replace the boots, or you pull the boots out, make sure when you put them back in, make sure that your boots seat properly, and make sure that they get seated all the way down. And you'll find that when you push them initially, you'll find that they go most of the way. But you shouldn't have any gap underneath here when it's completely seated. So what I generally do is I'll take a larger socket and I'll push the socket down on the boot. It's hard to do one-handed. You want to make sure you get that thing seated all the way down. Alright, so I've got the new coil pack down past the upper radiator hose. It's kind of a pistol to try to do that on camera, but anyway, just pull the hose up out of the way and then you can get the coil pack down there. I usually like to put just a little bit of dielectric grease on the tips. And then just a matter of getting it to seat. Seated, you can go ahead and plug in your connector until it snaps into place, and then you'll go ahead and replace the 4 bolts up here. The 4 bolts down in the bottom, I would suggest doing them alternately. Usually what I'll do is I'll do this one, and then I'll do number 3 down in the bottom, and then I'll do this one, number 2 in the bottom, and then number 4 up here. And then I'll come back and do number 2 up on top, number 4 down in the bottom, and then I'll do number 4 up top here and number 1 down in the bottom, and get them all snugged up. And that's how you replace coil pack on a 2003 Cadillac DHS. And that's also good for, I believe it's 2001 and 2002s as well. I think 2004 is a slightly different process. Thanks for watching.